Hi, everybody. It's backwards. That's Kristin. I'm Catherine. Welcome to the Kristin and Catherine show. Coronavirus. I'm in like 10 years doing a vlog. What has this wrought? Okay, and like the best thing about this, Caps, is it like we've talked for like a million years about doing, I don't know if you're going to talk this whole time or let me carry this conversation, but we've talked for like literally almost a decade about doing this like via technology because it's so hard to get together in person. And now, guys, coronavirus, it is it's making things happen in the world here and there. Oh, is that coronavirus? He doesn't look very happy. Oh, who knew Kristin was such an artiste? So you've got a lot going on. I think you're wearing a garbage bag and maybe a shopping bag. No, but you know what? You're wearing a scarf, because who would you be without wearing a scarf? Okay, no, you're wearing a shower curtain, a picnic table blanket, a poncho. You're wearing a picnic table blanket. Oh, is that a White Claw? Oh, Kristin is stocked for. God, I'm kind of like on a mindful drinking adventure after I went through my dry February. I feel like I should really go get myself a glass of something right now, though. How are you, friend? Are you doing okay? Oh my God, I swear to God, if he makes me talk the entire time and nobody else. Oh God. Oh, your things show up backwards, buddy. So that I know says help. How's it been for you? You got earplugs in? Are all of your other orifices also protected? Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Well, you're gonna have to start talking soon because I can only go so far carrying a conversation on with my charming personality. Guys, I wanna tell you something that I tell people sometimes when they're like, "Oh, you used to have a vlog." So I was talking about I was telling my boyfriend about I went to South by Southwest in 2007, right? Like it was one of the first years that Twitter was there because I got a notification the other day. I've been on Twitter for 13 flipping years, which wahoo, that's been a negative on my life on the whole. Um, and so I went for my work. I went for like the digital part of South by Southwest in 2017, and I was like reminiscing about how we were using Twitter with our flip phones. You had to like text to a number. And then I was like telling my boyfriend, oh yeah, and I met who knows Kristin. I was like, yeah, I met Kristin afterwards for some of the music parts of South by Southwest, and we went to a Jens Lekman concert. And do you remember what happened at that concert, Kristin? Because I do. Some stranger in the crowd goes, oh, you guys are Kristin and Catherine. I watch your vlog. And that was 13 years ago, and we never monetized it. We could have been friggin' famous by now. So anyways, I mean, maybe, it's never too late, right? I often tell, okay, I guess this is just me talking, guys. So the beautiful part of this is like, it doesn't even matter because I don't care who watches this. I'm just doing this for my own entertainment. But I've been trying to get Caps to do like a podcast and or vlog series with me for too late. It's never too late. Kristin and I both recently turned 40, and I'm like workshopping constantly with Kristin about things I think we should do for like the vlog. I'm like, advice from the olds. Don't make the same mistakes we did, like the name of our podcast. Lessons from over 40, like, or just like the Kristin and Catherine show, right? Like we should just have a podcast, I think, because we're amazing. And it never kind of works out, but guys, coronavirus could make this happen. So okay, Caps, I need you talking because I have nothing else to say. My storytelling narrative charming capabilities only go so far, right? Death, coronavirus skulls. Wow, this is an uplifting message for all 7 of the people who, I mean, if I'd be shocked if 7 people ended up watching this. So, how are you, buddy? Hi.
I'm fine. Don't tell them I'm here.
Okay. I don't know who them is. Could be the Corona. Is that why you're drinking Babe Rosé? Because it's like
it cures corona.
That's okay. That's not true, YouTube, and that's Alex Jones' purview, not ours. We don't know how to. We have no health information. Disclaimer. 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 Alcohol does not cure coronavirus. So, oh, Kristen's phone case is a tarot card. It's the number 6 in the major arcana, which is the Lovers. Hi, are you taking a photo of me? So I think he's texting me. So one thing you might not know about me and Kristen is in the past 10 years, we both got pretty into tarot. Bet you didn't see that coming from our vlogs. So Kristen's communicating with me now through text. I'm surviving social distancing okay because this is like literally my life anyways. I live alone, I'm self-employed, I'm pretty much an introvert. I've, cut way back on drinking. So far so good. I'm killing the time. Like this is like the 7th multimedia adventure I've had today. I have recorded 4 podcasts, a makeup tutorial for some reason.
Wait, 4?
4 podcasts?
4?
I mean, I've done like 3 podcasts in the past 2 days. So
Jesus.
I mean, what else? Like literally, what else do I have to do? Like,
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing either.
like, what are you doing? I did a live guided meditation on my Instagram. Oh, my Instagram is at Catherine Andrews. Check it out. It's pretty good. How are you surviving social distancing, Caps?
What?
How are you doing?
What?
How are you surviving social distancing? Are you working from home? Like, what's going on? Okay, you probably don't want to talk about work.
It's upside down.
Is Caleb there?
It's upside down.
Yeah.
Not safe that way.
Where did you even get one of those? I mean, is that like the official, the official?
I bought it on Amazon off this guy I read about in the New York Times.
Oh my God.
He had 17,000 bottles. So I was like, oh, this guy is providing an important public service. Hand sanitizer.
What he said. That's how he justified himself to himself at the end of the article. The quote was, "This is a guy who's hoarding hand sanitizers, Lysol wipes, masks,
oh, this
like all
fits
the
much
things."
better.
Oh, good.
If you put it on right.
And so he was hoarding them and selling them at a major upsell on Amazon. And at the end, like the reporter was like, "Do you think this is like good?" And he's like, "Actually, I'm doing a huge public service. Like, think about the time it takes me to buy these things, package it to you, send it out like to communities that need it." He was like, "It's all supply demand. I'm doing public service." And I was like, this guy does not know the internet mob that is about to come for him. So yeah. So I'm getting another text, I think. It's probably happening. Kristen, what do you think? What are you cooking? That's a great question. I made bone broth last night. Like I had a turkey carcass, so I made like turkey stock or whatever, bone broth from that. That's not a meal, I know. But I used that to make a rice and bean like among dal thing today. I made eggs and beans. Was already kind of a pasta hoarder. Like I probably had already like 10 boxes of Barilla penne pasta. So I I have a lot of that. I made some pasta. It's not very like glamour cooking, unfortunately. It's like, oh, this is what's in my pantry kind of cooking. What about you? What are you cooking?
17,000 boxes of pasta.
What are you cooking? I don't know if that's like is that a meme? I don't know what 17,000 is. Oh, like the Amazon dude. Okay, you're not really tying the dots together for people here. Yes, I am the Amazon pasta hoarder. Nobody can get a box of Barilla penne pasta in this country without going past me first. I'm providing a public service to the people of America who want to eat their penne pasta. What are you cooking? Are you making any you do a good barbecue, you're like a good smoker? No, you're not doing anything. Are you like, is it like crackers and peanut butter? Like what's going on at Shea
Yeah, it's
Cups?
closer.
Yeah. Like, are you like, how are you doing? Like, are you getting outside? What are you doing? I mean, you're outside right now.
What is that?
It's like cold tea, like weak brewed tea. I should get some alcohol, I feel like. I took 35 days off of drinking between like late January and February, and I've drank, I mean it's like mid-March. I've drank twice since then, so I've had an almost dry March. But I mean, come on. You're just gonna have to carry, like, I think you can still hear me on my AirPods, but you're gonna have to carry the conversation a little bit. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, sure.
No? Okay, I'm getting some wine, so I think you can still hear me. I don't have some
Catherine,
white wine.
I'm getting nervous about the psychic toll
Yeah.
that 12 to 18 months of social distancing will take on me. I could go crazy.
12 to 18 months. Oh my God. At least you're probably with your girlfriend right now, right? You guys, well, I think somebody needs to write the guide to like social distancing when you like live with your significant other, or like spend a lot of time with your significant other.
I'm at an undisclosed location.
Oh, okay. So like when I took my dry February or whatever, I made a new set of rules for me going forward, because I was like being really mindless about my drinking. I was kind of just drinking like whenever, all the time when I wanted to. I was never like getting wasted all the time, but I was drinking more than I wanted to. And I said one of the new rules I had was I didn't want to drink alone anymore. This isn't alone, right? This is like,
no, we're hanging out.
You're having a babe rosé.
This is actually the only way that we can hang out now. So the drinking alone is now not frowned upon. It's required.
Sweet alcohol. I don't know what this is. Yeah, I know. Okay, so I'm interested. Okay. Maybe we should just give a life update to people, because I feel like, well, to be fair, anybody who is watching this is a friend of ours already, so they probably know most of our things. But in case there's like that one person out there who was like, oh my God, the Kriston and Catherine show is making a return. What have these guys been up to in the last 10 years? I am a life coach and a writer in Washington, D.C. I own a condo. You know what? Not that much has changed, person. So I'm still me. I'm still hanging out with Kriston Katz. I
have a life update.
Oh yeah, what's up?
I'm not allowed to leave the house because the world is ending. Like, Tuesday, things were pretty good.
Like, what you do today? Like, so this isn't really like, my days are already spent primarily alone on virtual calls with my clients, and are very routinized. Like, I'll wake up at 5:30. I like journal and meditate. I will work out, I'll go to the gym, and then I have like writing and client calls and stuff usually like in the rest of the day. And then like I'll end work whenever and I'll like read a book and um sorry, Chris is texting me again. I'll read a book and watch a friggin' Netflix show and like meditate. I meditate a lot more now, guys. Like that's a thing. That's a life update. Generally healthier. Sort of. Okay, what do we got here? So this, I mean, where this is really a sort of an issue. That's a great question. Kriston just texted me, got advice to anxious people in quarantine on how to start meditating. Yeah, well, one, you should follow, this is like about to hawk my services, but you should follow me on Instagram because I'm doing live guided meditations every afternoon at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. So do that. But if not, if you don't want to join that, all you need to do is set a timer for 3 minutes. I mean, we could meditate together right now, Kristin. And then just sit up in a location, like on a pillow or in a chair. And then just like count your breaths till 10. So you'd be like 1.
Are we starting?
2.
2.
Yeah.
3.
Welcome to drunk meditating. 4.
4.
So in and out. 5 in.
5.
6 out. 7 in.
6. 7.
Meditating is just
8.
drinking rosé and just yelling numbers out loud.
9. 10.
Yep. And then just notice your thoughts. Like your thoughts are going to come in, but you're like, I'm starting to think, help. The corona's coming for me, help. Just be like, oh, I had a thought.
I had a thought.
You can, like, you observe your thoughts, right? Like, think of your thoughts as like geese on a field or clouds in the sky. And you can just be like, that's a crazy geese. That's interesting. Like that geese is doing something strange. Interesting. I'm going to return to my counting and my breathing. So yeah, it's just breathing and noticing. And I would say like my biggest advice is start really small. Like don't try to be like, I'm going to meditate for 30 minutes today. Be like, I'm going to meditate for 3 minutes today. Even start with 1 minute and then the next day do 2 and then 3. So this is fine. What I'm curious about though is like the social ramification. Like, what do you think is going to change for everything going forward? Like, can I live in a commune finally? Like, I really want to do that. I'm really ready to live in intentional group housing at like this point in my life. And maybe more people will want to do that, do you think?
I don't think we're allowed to.
I mean, like when this is over, it's gonna be over, right? Yeah, well. When was the last time you think we did a vlog?
2018 BC, before Corona.
Oh, no. Oh, I know the last time we did a vlog.
Star Wars?
No.
Usually we do a vlog when there's a Star Wars.
No, but that one night we were out at happy hour talking and I tried to explain to you. I tried to explain to you what I thought happened in Star Wars. I was like, there's a sand planet. It starts there. Our last vlog, I'm pretty sure, was right after the 2016 presidential election.
It's been good times ever since.
Yeah, it's been great. Oh, I love this world. It's wonderful. These past 4 years have been so fun. I got like, yeah, I really love it. No, I remember because we were like not taking it seriously. We did a vlog the day before, or like a few days before the election, where do you remember, like, I drew out a map of America on a piece of butcher paper, and it was just like horrific. And we tried to like guess electoral states. And then we came back and we were like, oh shit, guys, like we did a vlog and we talked about how you were going to start, it was the end of the world, and you were going to start like a barbecue truck of people's bones. Something. Am I misremembering this? What?
That's getting closer, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. You're getting closer to
I
that
can hear like half of
worldview.
what you say because I have this in my ear.
Okay, well, you know what?
About the
You need
corona.
to take those out. We can serve the people. People need to be entertained. You're gonna have to risk the corona getting through your ear hole so that like people can have the comfort of our vlog.
Not safe. I read it.
Wow, I'm like a real lightweight these days.
Probably it is on the CD site. Let's be real.
If the corona can get in through your ears.
Sure, why not?
You have gloves. I didn't see those. So, yeah.
Don't do that.
Dude, I had half a glass of wine and I'm basically wasted. This is what not drinking for like 2 months will do to you. Okay. Do you have any life updates you want to share with everybody?
Yes.
You're afraid of coronavirus and you're going to start a barbecue bus about bones. Wait, say it again. I was talking.
Catherine has coronavirus.
You want to know something? I don't want to be irresponsible, so I would never say this on any other platform, but I think I already had coronavirus. Like, let me tell you what happened, okay? And I'm actually dead serious. So in late December, so my whole family lives outside of DC. My uncle, most of my family, my parents, my brother and sister, my brother's wife and kids, my grandmother lives with my parents. And so my uncle and aunt also live in the same town. So everybody's like in Northern Virginia and I'm here in DC. My uncle travels a lot. He works in nuclear waste management, and in late December, he returned from South Korea, and then we all had like dinner together or something. Like, I can't remember exactly what happened, but I saw my uncle at some point, or maybe this is around Christmas. And in early January, I got sicker than I'd ever been. It felt like I had the flu, but with a cough I couldn't control. I mean, I was like, and to make matters worse, I threw out my back the same day I started coughing. And so, I mean, I was just hacking like for 10 hours a day. I could barely sleep. I had a fever. And at the same time, my grandmother got really sick. And my mom took her to the doctor, and they were like, we don't know what this is. It's not pneumonia. It's not bronchitis. Like, we have no idea what's going on. Her lungs they did the chest ray. Her lungs were all messed up, and she's fine and I'm fine. This is like the first 2 weeks of January. And I'm like, looking back, I was like, holy shit, did I have coronavirus in early January? No, I want to be responsible. I don't know that I actually had it, right? Then there's no way to ever know, and I wouldn't think twice about it, except my uncle had come back from South Korea and we had dinner with him, and then he got sick too. And all of us were sick, and then most of my family was actually fine. What do you think about that? Patient 2.
Got the corona.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I could have just also been a January flu cough thing. And because I am secretly an old white man conspiracy theorist who like doesn't respect our medical system, I never went to the doctor for it. So I was like, I'm going to heal myself. And it's fine. Like, I was over it in like 10 days or so. So I don't know, man. That's all I got to say. I might have already had coronavirus.
I knew you had the Rona.
What?
I knew it.
You knew that? Well, then, what happened was the first day I started feeling better was the day before my 40th birthday party. And then I went out to a 40th birthday party with like 50 people. So I don't know. I'm like,
Your birthday party?
my birthday party. That was the first day I felt better. I was sick for like 10 days.
Wait, I was there.
Yeah, I know. But you're okay. You didn't get the coronavirus. I think I was like asymptomatic. I am giving it to you now through Zoom. Anyways, isn't that like, I was like a little like, oh my God. Like, now let me tell you, I don't know that I have coronavirus, clearly. If I did, it was not pleasant, but it was also okay. I basically thought I had like a really bad chest infection. And I slept a lot and drank a lot of fluids and didn't work out. So, you know, and I'm basically like a prepper healer at this point. I like don't take, I was like not taking like aspirin, or I was like, I refuse to take antibiotics, like anything like that. So I didn't have any medical treatment and I ended up okay, whatever it was. So them's the stories. Somebody's gonna see this on CNN. We gotta like, and we're gonna be like, two drunk weirdos in
You think
DC
this is
spread
gonna be on CNN?
irresponsible. You should. We've been on CNN before.
Have we?
Yeah. Do you not remember?
Oh yeah.
You tell the story of why we've been on CNN before. The ratio of talking, I'm not comfortable
Started
with.
coronavirus. It's Catherine's idea.
We were on CNN in 2007, 2006, maybe 2007, because we got nominated for a competition that existed at the time called DC's Hottest Media Members, right? Or whatever it was called. And our friend Tommy and everybody else hacked it so that we would win.
I remember
like,
that.
Deployed a script, so we won. We cheated and we won. And then, no big deal because nobody cares about a stupid contest like that. And to be fair, we hacked it and cheated not because we so desperately wanted to win, but we wanted to just be like, this is so stupid. But also because we probably wanted to win. And then Salon, Farhad Manju wrote an article about it for Salon. He's now, obviously at New York Times and a columnist doing like pretty awesome work there. And it blew up from there. And that was like, it was in August of like 2007, I guess. And there was no news. It was not like today, there was no news going on, nothing. And we showed up on CNN one day about like two idiots who hacked a hot media contest. And I was like, this is in my Google results forever.
The internet was much smaller.
So much smaller. It was so much smaller. So can you talk for a while? Because I feel like people are going to get tired of hearing from me.
Never.
And I've also I've like revealed a lot of like my prepper, like weird instincts, and now nobody's going to respect me anymore. What else is going on?
I was thinking whether I could still get my bike fixed tomorrow.
Oh, I don't think so.
No.
No, you can't go anywhere. You can't have people touch your things.
Oh.
Do you want to like, what's wrong with it?
So I need to fix brakes.
That would be nice to have a bike that you could ride around the city right now in the desolate like zombie landscape. Do you want to go hiking tomorrow? I think I'm going to go hiking.
No.
No. 6 feet apart?
No.
No. Okay. Well, what else is going on? What do you want to say to all 7 of the people who've chosen to watch to this point, however far we are in on this recording?
Well, I think that we should do this more often because there are no other forms of entertainment that are allowed.
Yep.
And this counts as hanging out now.
I know.
Basically, I think that everyone is going to start producing their own media.
How do you think the media landscape is going to change, like videos and podcasts?
All I know is that all that I have consumed over the last week and a half have been really, really bad television and stories that make me afraid.
This is
I think those are the only two categories left.
bad TV and stories that make me afraid. Okay. All right. Well, what else are you doing to try to take care of yourself right now?
I'm not.
Oh. I'm like on the end of the bunker spectrum, like where I'm eating like so healthy, I'm drinking so much water, I'm washing my hands every 20 minutes, I'm still doing my skincare routine, I'm getting a lot of sleep, I'm like eating ginger and turmeric and everything, and you're panic watching MSNBC.
I woke up this morning and I even got myself to my workstation at my appointed time, which is like, my laptop on my couch. And I feel like that's like a huge, like mankind-sized victory right now.
Yeah, I think it is actually. Like, there's like no guidelines on any way to be right now. That's a shopping bag. So much
plastic. My COVID scarf on.
So much plastic.
Trying to come off. You have to put these things on, or else the protective gear doesn't work.
Protect that gentle throat. so much plastic sacrificed its life for this vlog. It's just like layers. Like, I think there's a shower curtain somewhere in there. There's no like manual for being like, it's like, should I be productive or should I not be productive? Should I like learn a new hobby with this extra time, or should I just sleep? Should I panic watch, or should I learn to meditate? And it's like, you could do like any million of things. You could choose to just like work from home normally, which probably is like one of the best things we can do, except there's going to be a lot of attendant challenges to that, because even in 2020, so many organizations are not even close to set up for truly remote work. Like, are you finding that at all? I have a couple friends who are like, whose companies are like really going through it right now, and they're like big companies.
No, I just write things and make phone calls. It's pretty much fine. I suppose in-person interviews are probably off the table for a little while, but yeah. I can do my work fine, so long as the rest of the economy doesn't collapse. Say if entire industries disappear in the matter of 72 hours time or so.
Let's workshop this. Let's workshop the apocalypse. Okay, like, what if the economy collapses? Like, what would you like to do, and or what are you thinking?
Jump into the river.
Okay, so I think I don't know what the collapse of the economy, I don't think it would be like there would be an announcement. It's like, now the economy has collapsed and like, go do your own thing because we live off the grid now. Bye, good luck. And then just like all the TVs would shut down.
Is the economycollapse.com?
Yeah. Is Mercury in retrograde? Yes. It's not, by the way, right now. Oh yeah, another thing in the past 10 years is I've gotten incredibly into astrology, and I think Kriston dabbles also. We should look at our charts on one of these vlogs. I think I would move back in with my parents, and I would
Wait, have they been exposed to your likely probable corona case?
Yeah, my there's like also a very good chance it was not corona and I was just sick. But yeah, I mean, and my grandmother was sick with whatever I had too, and my grandmother lives with my parents, so yeah, half my family was around and half my family did not get sick. So but okay, say it's clear that like we can like not have to self-quarantine or whatever, like I would, but let's say like the internet's still running. God, please.
Shut it down.
I think I would probably move back with my parents, and I would start a prepper lifestyle brand. Prepper, but make it fashion. I think I
It's like
would.
Goop, but prepper. You could call
I'm
it
like halfway there.
poop.
Proop.
Yes, poop. I meant to
Prooper.
say poop.
Wow. This is our $1 million idea. Okay. And I would see if like my whole family wanted to move back in with my parents because they still have a big house. The kids, my brother. Proop. Yeah, with like a little R, so it kind of looked like
That's
poop from
you.
far away. Proop.
Poop.
Oh God. Um, yeah. I don't know. I would really try to build a massive garden. My parents have like half an acre, so I would try to build a garden on it. And that's as far as I've gotten in my apocalypse scenario. Where would you go? Would you want to go to Texas or Maryland or stay here?
Well, I figure that as soon as my industry collapses, my options are to be a ward of the state, or if things get really bad, to barbecue my enemies and yours for a low, low price. So I'm sticking by my smoker.
Okay, so you're either a ward of the state or apocalypse bone smoker, and I'm a prepper but make it fashion lifestyle brand. Okay, I think we can do this.
I'm
They
feeling
actually
more
intersect.
confident already.
I feel great. I feel so good. I love this. I love society today. Everything is so calm and certain. This one glass of wine has ruined me. Ruined me. Should we sign off, buddy? Do you want to? Well, actually, you know what? Maybe we should like do a thing like, do people have stuff they want us to talk about? Because we could clearly use some direction, right? What do you think we should talk about?
How we'll maintain our calm and sense of identity if we are forced into isolation for as long as it takes to create a vaccine, which is one possible outcome now. That would mean, I
Oh my
guess, us
God.
vlogging together for the next 18 months.
This is how stars are born. My dream of us finally having a media empire, the Kriston and Catherine show. Should I create a podcast feed for this?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, cool. Okay, so sense of identity for if we have to be quarantined for a really long time. That's a good topic. We could talk about, I mean, we would have to like take a serious bent, and which maybe you don't want to do.
What about help? I ate all of the actual junk food in my house, and now I have like bags of lentils.
I
That
know.
don't know what to do.
That's literally my fear. I'm like looking and I'm like, I actually have enough food for like a pretty long time, but it's not the food I'd want to eat. Like it's like
I am
rice,
going to die.
it's like rice and Lara bars and like yeah, and like a lot of lentils, like a lot of lentils. So okay, our
I don't
quarantine
learn how
recipes.
to make cassoulet
Oh my
in the
God,
next
cassoulet.
48 hours, I am going to die.
Okay, wow. All right. Quarantine recipes, sense of identity outside of work and normal life. Okay, Kristen's doing his thing over there. And I think I'm gonna post this as a video and then ask if people I think people really like the video component, so I'm not sure it's like so great as a podcast, but people might just want the audio feed anyways because it's easier to kind of listen to on the go instead of sitting down and watching like a TV show. Okay, well, we should wrap up regardless because this has basically been like 45 minutes, but like sense of identity outside of work and like social life and who are we even like while we're quarantined. Quarantine recipes. I mean, we're not quarantined right now. We're just social distancing, I should say, in DC. And we're not quarantined because neither of us are sick currently that we know of. And I maybe already had coronavirus. So, like, who knows? We're not quarantined. We're just, yeah. Okay, my friend. So, goodbye to all of you out there. This is the Kriston and Catherine show. We exist only on my YouTube for now, but stay tuned because I got big plans. So, talk to y'all soon.